Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. Yes, I am your girl, Sherelle Brown, publisher of The Blueprint to Weight Loss, The Truth Exposed, the founder of www.sherellbrown.com, and the CEO of Sherelle Brown Health Concierge Services. And it's truly a privilege to be here with you guys today. As you know, we represent the war against obesity, the cause. It is our Facebook community where we are teaching people how to eat to live and not to die. And so it's not just about weight loss, it's about health and wellness. And so if you have struggled with your weight, if you have issues as it relates to hypertension or diabetes or situations that your nutrition needs to change and you need support, then that is the community for you. That is our job, to ensure that you have the information that you need to succeed in your wellness journey. And so moving right along to what we're going to be talking about today is calories. And so we had a question coming out from our Facebook community. She's saying that she does not quite understand the whole concept of calories and calorie counting, and she's asking for some assistance. And so I know that this video is not just to aid her, but it is also going to aid so many others who are along this health and wellness journey. Now, first of all, what is a calorie? A calorie is actually a unit that scientists use to measure energy. And so we don't need to worry too much about the technical concept of it, but as a result of this thing called a calorie, this is just a measurement so that they understand and know how many of these calories or measurements of units that your body needs to consume a day in order for it to maintain its regular function, such as eating, such as working out. Your body needs calories to produce that is equivalent to producing energy. So that's merely what a calorie is and what it helps you do. Now, in the spectrum as it relates to weight loss or nutrition, as it relates to weight loss, you can lose weight by creating a deficit as it relates to a calorie. Now, first of all, on an average, every woman consumes anywhere from 1,800 to 2,000 calories a day. Most male on average, according to scientists, can consume anywhere from 2,500 calories to 3,000 calories a day. And so we're going to use those numbers as our base number. In terms of creating a deficit or losing weight, we know that 1 pound is equivalent to 3,500 calories. So I know this may be a little mathematical, but it is. It's simple. It's involving numbers. The bottom line is if your base calorie intake per day is 2,000 calories and you can create a deficit, meaning a subtraction or decrease your intake daily by 3,500 calories or merely 500 calories, at the end of a week, you are going to lose inches and pounds because of that decrease, because of that deficit you would have created as a result of reducing your calorie intake. Now, I said a mouthful just now, and somebody's still looking at me like cross-eyed, like, Sherelle, I still don't understand. Well, guess what? Thanks to modern technology, you don't fully have to understand, but you need those numbers. Hello, we're all about knowing the numbers. We know that our numbers is what gives us the foundation that we need to keep going. And so what we're going to do is we're going to find a calorie calculator. Now, I've taken the liberty and I've researched some, and so I'm going to give you an example of a website that you can go to and you can use their calorie calculator. I think it's pretty good in terms of www.calorieking.com. Now, just like we did with our BMI, in terms of knowing our numbers, we need to know what our numbers of calories or our daily intake need to be. Now, when you go to calorieking.com, they're going to ask you pretty much the same thing. What is your weight? What is your height? What is your sex? And maybe what is your age? After that, after inputting those numbers into that calorie calculator, it's going to generate a number. I did it, so I know. And so when it generates that number is going to tell you the minimum amount of calories you need to consume to help you in your health and wellness journey, to help you in terms of weight loss. Now, once it gives you that number, so for example, for me, when I put in my numbers, it told me 1,600 calories, which means if I consume 1,600 calories a day for the next 7 days, I would have successfully lost a pound at the end of the week. Yes, because I originally consumed 2,000 calories a day. And so by creating that deficit, it's going to help me with my weight loss. And so that's all you pretty much need to know. And so now I have my base number of 1,650 calories a day. What I would then go and do is start my meal planning. And so this is going to be our next video, because we need to talk about meal planning. See how it all intertwines, knowing your why. And then we went from knowing your why to understanding the BMI, the importance of BMI. Now we're on to calories and understanding calories. And now we're going on to meal plan. We are building that foundation. We are erecting that structure, putting the sides, and we're getting ready to put the roofing on this bad boy. Hello. And so this is where we are are right now. This is why you need to know your calorie intake in terms of weight loss and nutrition, because that is going to be the key thing that's going to help you in terms of structuring your meal plan. This is how we win, guys, not by starvation, but eating to live and not to die. Understanding the basic principles that are needed in terms of weight loss, that are needed in terms of nutrition, that are needed in terms of eating to live and not to die, and applying them. And so I'm going to leave you with that information for right now. That's your homework, guys. Yes, y'all got homework. And so I need for you to pay a visit to that site or any other site. It does not matter as long as they give you accuracy. And I found that this site was pretty good. www.calorieking.com. Find out what your calorie intake per day is supposed to be. So when we do our next video as it relates to meal plan, you will now have a basic structure of how you're going to structure your meal plan, because why? It's going to be based on your individual calorie count. And this is why you hear some people say no diet is the same, because what you need to intake and what somebody else needs to intake may be something totally different. And so we are tailor making this to you. Why? Because your DNA, your fingerprint is tailor made to you. So I pray this information was useful for you, and look out for our next video. You definitely don't want to miss it. Meal planning, structure, and this is where the battle is won. If you've ever heard or spoken to anybody in the health and wellness arena or fitness arena, they will tell you nutrition is 80% of the battle. Listen, guys, that's just not hearsay. That is the truth. You cannot exercise yourself out of a bad diet, but listen, you can certainly eat nutrition, good nutrition, and change your health. You can eat nutrition, good nutrition, change your weight loss, change the numbers on the scale. And so nutrition is definitely a key part to the success in your journey. And so, guys, if you have any other questions, please feel free to continue inboxing me. I pray that you guys have a blessed and awesome day. If you have not picked up a copy of the Blueprint to Weight Loss, be a blessing. Pick up a copy, because I know it's going to be a blessing unto you. And also, if you need more support in your health and wellness journey, don't forget to check us out at our Facebook community, The War Against Obesity, the Cause, where we are teaching people how to eat to live and not to die. Have a blessed and awesome day.